Hello, and welcome to like the final matchup thing. There's no more after this, I promise. I think cumulatively I've got like 15 hours of me just waffling on about like Simon Belmont and matchups, which is so much. So I'll make this shorter. Generally just sort of like a rearrangement because obviously at the moment they're just in like numerical order. So I'll just change it all around based on easiest matchups on the left in that tier to like the hardest on the right. And then I think I'll just move some people around just because I'm like, obviously since doing those videos, even though like my first one, part one was like a week or two ago, I obviously think about this stuff and I'm like, yeah, that character seems to be a little bit easier or a little bit harder than I expected. Or just like the win conditions in my head just don't make sense or makes less sense than I think it was. So yeah, we'll just go over them for now. Yeah, I think these are all like just these are all fine. Um, these are mostly fine. I'm gonna move Crom down just because he's I mean, yeah, Roy does the same thing, but he kind of kills a little bit better than Roy. Just to like he can just delete you a little bit easier because he has no sour spots. Um, and things like just jab back air kill a little bit earlier, and even with his primitive edge guarding, you can just run off or forward air you. Um, anybody else? I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move Jigglypuff down to slightly losing, just because like I was thinking about it. Like her game plan's just a lot easier to do. Right? It's kind of just a lot easier for her to win. She can kind of accidentally win, and you can kind of accidentally lose that matchup. Just because you're like, huh, I got edge guarded once. Um, so yeah, I put it in slightly losing. Not too much of a big difference. Um, so yeah, Falcon as well. Move Falcon down. Um, yeah, same sort of thing. I think he's just too fast. Um, and again, I think he has to do a little bit less guesswork than you do, because if you want to kill him early, you've got to like hit a read or a smash attack, or both. Whereas to kill you, he just needs to hit like nair one knee, and his edge guarding is actually not too bad. So I think on reflection, he's kind of down here as well. But like the difference from here to here is just like not massive. Like these tend to be either like super good characters or just like they're like too polarizing. Um, so yeah. Um, any other characters? That I can see. These are all staying here. I think these are all staying here. None of these are moving. No, 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 no. Do I move Steve down? No, I'm an optimist. Do I move Seth down? No. I think these are all pretty much where they should be. So yeah, I'm not going to move any more in tiers. I think that's about it for now. Yeah, I'm happy with like tier, and then I'm just going to order them. Um, hardest character. Start from the bottom. Now we're here. Easily the worst. Easily the worst. Um, I think Inkling's probably on the easier end. So Pyromithra. Pyromithra are the easier ones of the lot. Um, how bad are these? I think Joker's Zeus is hard to hit. Sheik is hard to hit. Pikachu's a lot slower, so that factors in why he's here. Honestly, can't be bothered to move any of these. These are all just differing amounts of pain. I think maybe Sheik is a little bit better than ZSS, but you know, whatever. Hardest matchup in here is probably, I would say, Greninja. Sonic isn't amazing. Would I rather fight a Shulk than a Rob? I would rather fight a Rob than a Shulk. No. I'd rather fight Rob than Shulk. No, I'd rather fight Shulk than Rob. That's right. I think Meta Knight's the easiest losing, just because he's slower. Mario and Falco. I'd rather play a Mario if I'm honest. Mario or Wario or Falco. I'd actually rather play a Wario, to be fair. I think Wario's just a lot better. I think me Brawler's down here as well, just because he isn't as fast. G setups and gimmicks galore, but generally not too bad. But Wario over there. No. Sonic's just annoying. He's just fast. Yeah, I think Falcon over here. Would I rather? And then Pichu over here. I'd do Pichu over here just because he's super light, and he's bigger than Pikachu, so he's kind of not that bad to hit as well. I'd rather fight Yoshi than Puff, kind of. Game Watch, I'm not fussed about Game Watch. Palu, it's just a basic character, basic white girl. And then you got Noodle Arms, basic white girl. But just yeah, I think that makes about a bit about sense. Just because, like I said, like Puff just just wins accidentally. She just needs that one hit, whereas these characters kind of need a little bit more sometimes, or their neutral isn't as good. Up here, well, scrolled. Ganondorf's easily the worst in the game. Easiest matchup for us. He's just slow. Doc's over here because he has a projectile. Incineral's super slow. DDD's at least got multiple jumps. Ice Climbers, they're just, I think, better than Incineroar in this matchup just because they can just randomly 0 to death. They can randomly win. Yeah. Again, not thinking too much about all of these. I mean, like, the difference between beating Ganondorf and beating Doc is literally infinitesimally small. So yeah, this time Pikmin Olimar, yeah. I think that's kind of an easy matchup. I think Kirby's more towards this end at some point. Zelda is a load of rubbish. Luigi's only above her because he just hits you and kills you. Robin's again slow, but he kills you. Duck Hunt's over here. K. Rool's over here because he's big. I'd rather fight K. Rool than the Duck Hunt. Toon Link's again, sort of over here. Ryu. Ryu's just a good character, but his main tool that separates him from Ken is just obsolete. So I don't think he massively works as a character in this matchup. So I'm going to put him over here. Wii Fit Trainers. I'd rather play a Wii Fit Trainer than a. I'd rather play a Rosa than a Wii Fit Trainer. I'd rather play a Rosa than a thing. Would I rather play Rosa than Duck Hunt? No, Rosa. Yes, actually, because she's big and floaty, and she's tall. Plant can kind of come down here. Rather fight a Plant than a Robin. Yes, I'd rather fight a Robin. Get him over here. He's at least fast, which is annoying. Which is some of these characters just aren't fast, apart from Duck Hunt. He's just fast, but he's just annoyingly fast. I think Corrin can go here. I think Plant's ledge trapping is just a little bit better. Link has projectiles that literally just sets him apart, and just, I mean, me, Sword Fighter, and Link are kind of like the same character. They're obviously not. Obviously not, but yeah. We've a trainer over here, Kirby. Again, Kirby's small and fast. Toon Link is at least fast on the ground. Ridley's fast on the ground, but he's just big. And then again, a lot of these characters are just like slow, so it's kind of easier to wall them out. rather than these characters who suck at getting off ledge, but at least you can just kind of like hit them. Actually, I might promote Wii Fit Trainer. I might promote Wii Fit Trainer. Only slightly winning, rather than a big winning. But I think she stays here. I'd rather play Marth out of any of these characters, just because he's like, optimally Marth could be here, but like, sorry buddy, not landing tippers. Like, just forward airing me and getting the sour spot 130 is not what you want to do. I'd rather fight Bowser than DK. DK's annoying. Just can't go through, man. But Diddy Kong and Peach are annoying players. I'd rather fight Villager than these guys. Oh, what have I done? Please don't zoom in. It's all gone shape of the pear. Same as Isabel. Would I rather fight Isabel or thing? I'd rather fight Villager. I'd rather fight Villager than Isabel. I don't really see any point in putting them further apart than that. Ken is annoying, but I'd rather fight Ken than Bowser. Peach is up there just because she's a good character. Mega Man's easier than those two. Pac-Man, again, good character, but game plan kind of doesn't work. Sora, yeah, I'd rather fight Sora than the heavies. Again, these just come into good character territory. I'll put Kazuya over here, in between the two heavies, because he can just kill you at 60. He just kills you at 0, but he's slower. He just carries you off the stage and you die, but he can't get off ledge. And then these characters are just good, as in like, oh, you messed up once, you're taking 80, I'm Turnic training you. Or like, Diddy Kong, banana. So yeah, and then even matchup. I think the most Banjo's towards this end. I think Heroes towards this end. If you want to put those down, if you want to put Hero down there, it's whatever. All the sword characters can kind of go down here because they just get outspaced, outdistanced. Again, the problem with these characters is just that they are good and fast, both on the ground and in the air. Again, Ness is down here because he's kind of slow, but he just again just blows you up. Lucina, there's no point in putting. Technically, I'll put Crumb over there. Lucina's a little bit harder to fight. Lucina's easier to fight than Roy. Mewtwo. Lucas sucks, but he kills you if he throws you off stage. So what can you do? He's actually really easy to kind of beat up in neutral, but again, he just throws you off stage and PK thunders you, and you die. Any other characters? I'd rather fight Samus than a young Link. No, I'd rather fight Samus than young Link. Just because this guy's annoying. No, the other way around. I'd rather fight young Link than Samus. This guy's just gets deleted. I'd rather fight a Mewtwo or a Samus. Probably a Mewtwo, just because. No, Samus, because he's got a reflector. The pits are painfully average. So I'm going to stick them down here. Just because, again, they're kind of mediocre, middling speed. Holds them back, and their dreadful airspeed makes it harder for them to get in than like Royal Crumb. Who else is kind of slow? You're kind of slow, but you're just borked. You're harder than Young Link. You harder than Samus. No. Pokemon Trainer, you can come down here. You're just Squirtle and friends. Again, Wolf can come down here. He's not too bad. Me Gunner, I'm just gonna put next to Samus because I can. Byleth, I don't get the Byleth hype. But there you are. Lucario, nobody plays Lucario. Bowser Jr. is annoying. He can kind of hit you and kill you. Steve, I'm just gonna put Steve down here, just because you're Steve. But I'd rather fight Sephiroth than Banjo. I'd rather fight Banjo because he's at least heavier. I'd rather fight Sephiroth, sorry. He's heavier and he's annoying, and Wonder Wing's annoying, and his ledge jumping is annoying, and his down to 2 frame is annoying. He's just a general good character. I think that's it. I'm not going to move anything else. I think that's about it. I think that's about roughly ordered from... Again, I didn't spend too long on this. Although, no, mine not too long. It's probably like 10 minutes already. Oh, dear. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Right. There you go. Thanks for watching, even if you just, like, peeked at your character. If you watched through the whole 15 hours of this, just DM me and I'll give you a medal of some sort. Because, yeah. This probably should be banned by, like, the Geneva Convention. So Chinese water torture, listening to quality prattle on about a useless character that nobody cares about. Matchup, like, tier list wise, like, they're not actually too bad. I think they get... Bottom 10 is ridiculous. I don't understand that. The two problems are that they're massively outclassed by, like, Sephiroth and Min, who just... And, like, maybe even Byleth, by, like, characters who just do the same thing as you, like Samus. Like, these characters just do the same thing as Simon and Richter, but they kind of do it better. Like, Min has a worse disadvantage state, but she kills earlier because... and more consistently. And then she's just a massively min-maxed version, with just better tools, like better dash attack, like better up air, better combos and up close, and better up shield with up smash, and she has the reflector because she needs it. And like Sephiroth just does the whole keep that guy over there, like, but better. Like, if you're trying to fight an Incineroar, you could use Simon, whose mobility is like bottom 20 in the game, or you could use this character who does the same thing, keeps them out, and moves around, so you can actually be like, I'm just going to circle camp and run away. Or you got like Samus, who just does the whole ledge trapping projectile thing, but just better, because she just presses down B, and it's like, yes, my ledge trap's better than yours because I pressed the down B button. So yeah, that's one thing. They're kind of like massively outclassed. They got power crept, and they just didn't get anything to help them stand out. And the other thing is that they're just really hard to play. Like I said multiple times throughout the game, you can beat these characters, but like you mess up once and you're just dying. Like, you can whip Donkey Kong until like 180%, but if he hits you once, you can just die. You can easily lose with these characters, even against these characters, right? Like, you keep Corin out forever, theoretically, but then she hits you and she's juggling you and you can't get down. Or you, like, get hit by Ridley and you're just dead off stage. And then the other thing is that, like, a lot of these matchups just aren't relevant. Like, these are not relevant matchups that you win, and these losses are super relevant, which sort of helps people to sort of adjust in their mind. Like, look at all these meta characters you lose to, like Fox and Aegis and Pikachu and Joker and Rob and Wario and like Falco and Mario. It's like you're losing against all of these characters that you're going to see anytime you enter a big tournament. Like, you're never going to get a bracket where it's like, oh, your round 1 is an Ike, your round 2 is a Luigi into Link, Kirby, DDD, and then Pac-Man for top 8. Like, that's just never happening. Like, your round 2 is probably one of these characters, or it's one of these characters. So, yeah, and you can overcome that because this character can do that, but yeah, it's just really tough. Yes, thank you very much. This is the most important video. I don't know why I didn't lead with that. But yes, thank you very much for watching. I'll probably go back to uploading Smash UK stuff now. But yes, thank you very much for your time. Have a lovely day, and thank you for watching. Bye.